The truth about wage increases. Is it helping workers or backfiring? Imagine if the key to a stronger economy was as simple as paying workers more. It sounds like a win-win. More money in our pockets, more spending, and a booming economy. But is it really that simple? Hi, I am Ruth Valverde, a leadership researcher dedicated to helping leaders grow and find fulfillment without burning out. Today, we're diving into the real impact of wage increases on the economy, exploring the benefits, the pitfalls, and the complex reality that leaders need to understand. Section 1. The economic power of higher wages in the US. In the US, higher wages do more than just increase our bank account balances. They can be a driving force behind economic growth. For every dollar that goes into a worker's paycheck, the ripple effect can be felt across the whole economy and even help minorities to access a higher quality of life when we increase minimum wages. For example, a report from the Economic Policy Institute explains that when low-wage workers get a raise, they tend to expend that extra income quickly on necessities like food, housing, and healthcare. This increased spending circulates through the economy, supporting local businesses. This concept is known as the multiplier effect. It means that higher wages lead to more consumer spending, which drives demand, boosts sales for businesses, and ultimately fuels the whole economy. And it's not just a theory. Real-world examples back this up. Take Costco for instance. Costco pays its employees an average of $23 per hour, significantly above the federal minimum wage. As a result, they enjoy one of the lowest turnover rates in retail, and their employees are known for being more productive and providing better customer service. This approach contributes to Costco's robust bottom line, proving that investing in workers can be profitable. Quick side note, subscribe to this channel to become the best version of a leader you can be by learning together about tons of amazing and useful leadership strategies. Starbucks is another great example. By offering competitive wages and benefits like healthcare and stock options, Starbucks has not only built a strong brand reputation, but also seen increased employee loyalty and customer satisfaction. Because if you treat your employees right, they will treat your customers the same way, which directly impacts their business profitability. Listen, every time we have to hire, train, and coach new employees, thousands of dollars are lost. We save more money by treating well the people we already have in our teams and in our companies. Invest in your people and you will save money and grow your business. Section 2. The ripple effect on well-being and society. The benefits of higher wages extend beyond just dollars and cents. They have profound effects on well-being and society. According to a research from the American Psychological Association, financial stress is one of the leading causes of anxiety and depression in the US. By increasing wages, companies can significantly reduce this stress, leading to happier and more productive employees. When people earn more, they are more likely to spend on local businesses. They want to share and contribute with society. When we have more than enough, we share, thus driving growth in our communities. And it doesn't stop there. Studies from the University of California, Berkeley found that better pay leads to improved educational outcomes for children, as families have more resources to invest in their kids' futures. Higher wages also reduce the need of social safety nets. When workers earn enough to support themselves, the burden on government programs is reduced, ultimately saving taxpayers money. That money then can be invested in other programs like healthcare, education, infrastructure, and more well-being programs for the whole country. This means that the whole society benefits when workers are paid well. And I think that was the original intent of businesses. Give fulfilling jobs to people, yes, make profits, but while you make a world a better place for everyone. By the way, I have an online course for leaders who want to crush their leadership game. Link is in the video description in case that's you. Now, let's deep dive into the potential downsides of wage increases: inflation, reduced hours, and healthcare cuts. While at first glance we may see benefits of higher wages, there is another part of the story. Not every outcome is positive, and the real-world impact can be much more complex. One significant concern is inflation. When companies face higher labor costs, they often respond by raising prices to maintain their profit margins, a phenomenon known as cost-push inflation. This can reduce the purchasing power of the wage increases in the first place, neutralizing the original benefits of a higher pay. For example, a study by the Mercatus Center found that in industries like fast food and retail, businesses frequently raise prices following minimum wage increases. While this helps companies offset higher expenses, it also means that consumers, often including the very workers who receive the wage increase, face higher costs for everyday goods and services. Another issue is the reduction of work hours or reclassification of positions. To avoid higher costs associated with full-time employees, such as expensive health insurance benefits, some companies shift workers to part-time status or cut hours. A study from the Congressional Budget Office found that while some workers benefit from increased earnings, others might see their hours cut or even lose their jobs. For instance, after a series of minimum wage hikes, some businesses in Seattle reduced employee hours and shifted to more part-time roles to avoid the added cost of full-time benefits like healthcare. This can be particularly problematic in sectors like retail and hospitality, where workers are already vulnerable to unstable work schedules. A report from the Heritage Foundation highlighted how some companies not only cut hours but also increased automation, reducing even further the need of human labor. These adjustments can leave workers in an awful position, facing higher costs without the stability or benefits they need to have a quality of life. Section 4. Global considerations. When higher wages can backfire. Also, while the US can seize positive outcomes from prioritizing workers, the story isn't the same everywhere. The US dollar is the world reserve currency. This is a very powerful tool. The US can print money and their inflation won't be nearly as catastrophic as any other regular country. In other countries, the dynamics change due to factors like labor costs and international competition. This is where things get even more complicated. Let's take a look at the global labor arbitrage, a phenomenon where companies move their operations to countries with lower labor costs. For example, when wages rise too quickly in a developing economy, businesses may shift production to even cheaper locations. This has been observed in countries like Indonesia and Vietnam, where rapid minimum wage increases led to a wave of automation or relocation of factories. A report by the International Labour Organization found that while wage increases are essential for improving living standards, they can also lead to higher unemployment if not matched by productivity increases. In Vietnam, after a 10% increase in the minimum wage, some industries saw a significant drop in employment as companies turned to automation to cut costs. And it is not just about job loss. In some cases, higher wages without corresponding productivity can fuel inflation, eliminating the benefits the wage increases are meant to provide. The World Bank has highlighted this issue in several economies, where increased wages have led to rising prices, leaving workers no better off in real terms. This isn't to say that paying workers well is bad. It's about finding the right balance. Economies must consider their unique context and build policies that encourage fair wages while maintaining competitiveness. Section 5. The leadership perspective. What can you do as a leader? So, what's the takeaway for us as leaders? How can we navigate these complexities to support our teams without compromising our business viability? First, link wage increases to productivity improvements. By investing in training and skills development, you can ensure that as wages rise, so does the value your workers bring. This helps offset costs and creates a more sustainable business model. Second, consider a comprehensive approach to compensation. Benefits like flexible work arrangements, career development opportunities, and a positive company culture can enhance the overall value of your compensation package without only relying on wage increases. Something very cool that Intel does is that total employees' compensation is tied to company's profit. Thus, the regular paycheck is good, but you add this variable that depending on the profit, you may get more compensation. Thus, it's not an extra cost, it's tied to profits. If the company is more productive, we all get a piece of the pie. And finally, implement wage increases, but gradually. This gives your business time to adjust. It helps avoid sudden price hikes or staffing cuts and allows for a smoother transition for everyone involved. To summarize, while raising wages can bring significant benefits, it's not without challenges. Inflation, reduced hours, and potential loss of benefits like healthcare. These are real concerns that need to be carefully managed. As leaders, our role is to strike a balance, advocating for fair wages while considering the broader economic impacts and the sustainability of your business. Navigating these complexities require a thoughtful approach, but when done right, the rewards can be transformative for your employees, your business, and the broader economy. Let's continue the conversation. What's your experience with wage increases? Have they helped or hurt your business? Share your thoughts in the comments. See you around. Bye.